Hi everyone, my name is Esredu, and I still maintain my title as the man with the deepest voice. Yes, we are back again with the content we do create, and today we are here to share our thoughts on President Mahama's address during 68th Independence Day celebration of Ghana. This particular session was themed Reflect, Review, and Reset. Well, if I should be honest with you wonderful people, I really applaud or give thumbs up to the team that came up with that beautiful speech by the president. I'm being honest with you wonderful people. I really love and admire the content of that particular speech. You know, the president began by giving us some reforms regarding the 6th March Independence Day celebration of Ghana. I'm sure you are aware of the fact that Ghana is the first in sub-Saharan Africa to attain independence from its colonial masters under the leadership of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
At long last, the battle has ended. And thus, Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever.
But I repeat, it excites me for the president giving us a lot of reforms regarding the 6th March Independence Day celebration of Ghana. We have all witnessed a number of these celebrations in our lifetime. And some of the reforms highlighted by the president include the fact that students are no more permitted to be in the scorched sun through the entire duration of the celebration. You know, previously something of the sort happened to be repetitive in nature, whereby we had a number of students collapsing on several occasions. But it seems sat down, thought of it critically, and came out with that beautiful reform that students are not supposed to be in that scorched sun for a long duration of hours, but they only join the parade in their numbers when it's time for them to march during that beautiful largest occasion. Another reform highlighted by the president is an initiative from the previous administration, that is the Akufo-Addo-led government. Now, the Akufo-Addo-led government came up with this innovative approach whereby every region of the country, Ghana, will have his share of the 6th March or the Independence Day celebration. I believe this is something I can describe as a national cake. You know, the Independence Day celebration was only held in the capital of Ghana, which is Accra. But the Akufo-Addo-led government came out with this innovative approach whereby the 6th March or the Independence Day celebration was to be carried to every nook and cranny of the country. That is, if it is done in this particular region for this year, the train moves to another region for the following year. But mind you, this particular initiative I am describing as innovative was costing the nation more than you can imagine. It is not a bad thing for a leader to come out with something of the sort, but again, we live in an economy whereby we are always crying about the dwindling economic growth of our nation. So if something of the sort will cost us more than we can imagine, I believe common sense will call for an adjustment, and that is exactly what President Mahama did. According to the president's address, last year's Independence Day celebration in Koforidua cost an amount of $15 million. Bro, that is one hell of money, bro. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. So in a country whereby we have the population crying about unemployment on a daily basis, 15 million Ghana cedis can do something, if I should be honest with you wonderful people. If we can't even establish a factory with it, let me remind you that the previous year's celebration, which was held in Ho, also cost an amount of 13.7 million Ghana cedis. That gives a total of 28.7 million Ghana cedis. Now let's quickly cast our mind back to our neighboring country, Burkina Faso. Now the Burkinabe President Traoré, I think somewhere last year or 2 years ago, established this productive tomato factory, which was the nation about $15 million. And as we speak, we keep importing tomatoes from Burkina Faso on a daily basis. I am not forcing you to do anything, but the words were wise. So according to the President of the Republic of Ghana, spending about 15 million or 13.7 million Ghana cedi for a day celebration in a country whereby the youth keeps crying about unemployment and they're always on the neck of donor countries and agencies for aid. We need to reflect, reset, and review, just as the theme of this year's Independence Day celebration says. The president, for that matter, or the president in his own wisdom, as a way of saving money for the nation, decided to hold this year's celebration as the forecourse of the presidency. Guess what? This year's celebration was estimated around 20 million Ghana cedis. So the president's decision to host everything at the forecourt of the presidency saved the nation about 95% of the amount we are talking about. And bro, he deserves a very big round of applause for this. He deserves a very big round of applause for it. Now, another thing highlighted by the president in his speech has got to do with a coup d'etat that caused the first Prime Minister of the Republic of Ghana, our father Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, to be dethroned. This is a man I am not sure nature will ever reward us of his likeness. We've had a whole lot of head of states after he was thrown out of power. We've had the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not mentioning names, but I repeat, we've had the good, the bad, and the ugly. Trust me, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was God sent. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was a redeemer in disguise. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was president among presidents. I'm being honest with you, wonderful people. Now, according to the president's speech, it has been discovered in a classified document of the CIA that they orchestrated the coup d'etat that led to Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to be thrown out of power in February 24, 1966. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm hearing a whole lot of people speaking against this. Bro, you don't have to do something of the sort. This is a simple fact. This is something in plain language, bro. You need to understand this. And I just hate it seeing one or two people making assertions that the president shouldn't have bothered hitting on this. Bro, what on earth are you trying to tell me? Just as the legendary Bob Marley once said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So if people are unable to emancipate themselves from mental slavery, it becomes the job of the system to feed the people with the truth so they can, based on that, to emancipate themselves from mental slavery. Let me quickly cite an example. There have been this brouhaha about Jesus Christ, who is the Son of the living God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, like the God I believe in, the God I serve, the God I will worship for the rest of my life. There have been this brouhaha about the fact that Jesus Christ is black or white. So black Jesus, white Jesus, whatever. But recently, Putin came out with this classified document with pictures here and there. That made people understand, appreciate, and accept the fact that Jesus Christ, that is the Son of the living God, is black. So this indirectly made people to emancipate themselves from the negative teaching of the media that Jesus Christ is white, that has been printed in their hearts, mind, and subconscious memory. You understand what I'm talking about? So if people are unable to emancipate themselves from mental slavery, as Bob Marley said, I repeat, it is the duty of the state institution to provide them with the truth, such as this classified document, so that common sense can prevail. So as part of the president's address, he furthermore mentioned our Golden Jubilee celebration, that is Ghana at 50, which was somewhere 18 years ago, where oil was discovered in the western part of Ghana. So upon the president mentioning this in his speech, I kept asking myself, where are we upon discovering this oil? How much cash inflow is being accrued from this discovery over 18 years now? As a nation, bad choices, bad leadership keep capsizing our boats regardless of how hard we do sail to get to the shores of the river. And that is what I'm talking about. We keep talking about Ghana beyond aid, but that is something the previous administration kept saying. Ghana beyond aid, Ghana beyond aid, Ghana beyond aid. But guess what? We kept saying we are beyond aid, and we ended up running to donor agencies like the International Monetary Fund seeking for a bailout. So I was excited when the president mentioned this particular line in his address, that claiming self-reliance is meaningless when we keep going back for foreign aid. Don't forget that on the day Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah boldly declared Ghana to be independent from colonial rule, he said, and I quote, that the black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
There is a new African in the world. That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
So when we keep doing something of the sort, it's it makes me bow down my head in shame in honor of a man I really do admire. That is Society for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He was right, like no doubt, no gimmicks. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs, but due to greed, selfishness, and a whole lot of crazy reasons, keeps making us retrogressing in life. Our forefathers were farmers, and one beautiful thing is the universe or God in his own wisdom has blessed us with fertile soil that sometimes even if you do not dig the ground to plant your seed and you leave them on the surface of the soil, they are likely to germinate into beautiful plants. But due to infiltration of the Western culture, we are gradually getting rid of our agricultural sector. It's rather unfortunate and sad that you hear government upon government talking about strengthening the agricultural sector, and once their term of office comes to a close, you will not be able to track what has been done. It's all about boasting, coming out with names of innovative ideas. Well, let me not talk much, but the president in his address also said something about the agricultural sector. He mentioned a project dubbed Feed Ghana program, whereby you'll be having a lot of food at low cost, and this is something beautiful if it should happen, because the cost of locally manufactured food and products is becoming unbearable. So if the government has the appropriate measures in place to help make this program a reality, we are with him in spirit and physically. He should make it happen, because the average Ghanaian is starving. Just this morning, I was having a conversation with a female friend about the minimum wage of Ghana. Now, the minimum wage currently stands at 19 Ghana cedis, and just last night, I bought a loaf of bread at 20 Ghana cedis. So that is a clear indication that the minimum wage cannot even get you a loaf of bread. And bro, that is a very big problem. That is a very, very big problem. Pundits are also of a view that our constitution, we are still using the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. And since 1992 to date, I can boldly say that it has not gone through any proper review. Yes, that different sets of states keeps coming out with committees to review the Constitution, but no change or changes keeps happening. If my memory serves me right, it started from the year 2010 under the leadership of John Evans Fifi Atam Mills, whereby a team was established to review the Constitution. The Akufo-Addo government also came to do the same, and now the Mahama administration has also promised to do something of the sort. Please, let's do something about our Constitution, because it has been doing us more harm than good. I will draw the curtain down by emphasizing on a conflict in the northern part of Ghana that was mentioned by the President of Ghana. In the words of the President, in line with the Boko conflict, it is time for lasting peace to prevail. Now, Boko is in the Upper East region of Ghana, and that is one of the regions I have enjoyed staying, like full of wonderful people. I stayed there for 2 years, and then in and out, I keep telling people that the place I enjoyed staying in Ghana here is the Upper East region. I was actually in Boga, which is about 2 hours drive to Boko. Trust me, if you are in Ghana or if you are visiting Ghana, do well to explore the northern part of Ghana, and trust me, you will love it. Like, you will love everything about the northern part of Ghana. Their music, their food, how they relate to people. Bro. Just last year, I wanted to again visit some of my friends there, but due to 1 or 2 reasons, I couldn't do it. But trust me, it's definitely going to happen. I gotta go see my people there. I gotta go see my people though. So please, let's make peace to prevail. Let's make peace to prevail, because Boko is our home. The northern part of Ghana is our home. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a whole lot has been said about this particular piece. Once again, my name is Esredu, and I'm so excited we've gotten the opportunity to share our thoughts on the President's address. If you love the content I do create, or if you love what I do, and you genuinely want to be part of this beautiful family, do what to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and keep your comments coming. Peace.